go there. Okay, we should be good. Why is that up? It should not be up. Okay. We have started game devs, as we are apt to do in our apps of things to do. So when we met last, we were pulling artwork for our temples, our altars rather, and I think we got enough stuff to do all that. Puffle Magu, thank you very much for the follow. Puffle Magoo. I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, but that does make me laugh. I was raised with Mr. Magoo, so I'm assuming Puffle Magoo, it would be his pet dragon. Yeah. It'd be his pet dragon. And we're probably going to come back to the window and you're going to go, you guys pronounced it wrong. I'm going to go, sorry. You had a pet dragon? Sure. If you could have a pet dragon, wouldn't you have one? Cartoon characters can have any kind of pet they want. Dragon, whatever. They're cartoon characters. If I was a cartoon character, I would have a pet dragon. I just have to figure out what to name him. I would call him George. I will hug him and pet him and call him George. They do have 3 eyes too. Okay, cool. Do they listen to the band 3 Eye Blind? And love him and squeeze him. Despicable. Oh my god, I love Looney Tunes. Absolutely love Looney Tunes. I have all of them. I bought all the sets, and so in my Plex system, sometimes it'll randomize and throw Looney Tunes up. It also does like Schoolhouse Rock and the other ones too, but it's fun. A lot of the old cartoons like that and Wacky Racers and Magilla Gorilla and things like that just randomly come up when I'm watching stuff. Affinity for classical music. Oh yeah, they were amazing with classical music. Bearded dragons do have a 3rd eye, but it mainly detects light and shadows. It's on the top of their head. Yet all the shadows are down. So, I wish my brother George was here. Yes, exactly. Rabbit season, duck season, rabbit season, duck season. My favorite was always, I really liked the Roadrunner, and I really liked Yosemite Sam for some reason. Yeah. I'd credit Bugs Bunny for inventing nagging and letting millennials rename it to reverse psychology and then pretend like it was their idea. I'm pretty sure nagging was around way before Looney Tunes, but that's me. Exit, stage left. Yeah, Pete Puma. Heavens to Murgatroyd. Yes, we digress. See what you do? You get me off in a trail, and I'll just keep walking down it. That's it. Thank you. You're very welcome. Yeah. Another one of my favorites. Hey, I think you're doing it wrong. Well, that's all, folks. Yeah, but I can quote a lot of cartoons. Lots of them, you know. Lots. In fact, if you ever saw our hype train, at the end, when the hype train's over, the 2 little guys go by on the push cart, on the rail cart. And I was trying to get the same feel, and I didn't do a very good job at it, but I was trying to get the same feel of Dudley Do-Right when the crowd, anytime he goes to the crowd, and the crowd just goes, yay. Yeah, and that was funny. Yeah, Hanna-Barbera did some amazing work. You got to give a little bit of credit also to the Krofft Super Show, like Sid and Marty Krofft. But I think they just sat around and took acid and thought shows up, in all honesty. Because I don't know where the hell H.R. Pothvin stuff came from. Pink Panther's always there. Yeah. Starring Peter Sellers, one of my birthday twins. Yep. Boy. Saw boy. Do with that boy. Yep. Love them. And then Tiny Toons was actually pretty good too. They're tiny, they're toony, they're all little loony, and in this cartoony, they're invading your TV. Ren and Stimpy, always good. Push the red button. Wait till father gets home. That's old black and white, yeah. Was Tiny Toons the one where they were all babies? Yes. That came much later. I was just on the WB lot and took a selfie of the tower. Yes. In fact, my friend Russell is in an Animaniacs cartoon. He when they're doing, I'm trying to think of what it was. I don't think it was the Capitals one, but it was one of the songs. And in the song, they go into the booth for the sound booth where the engineers are. And one of those cartoons is my friend Russell. And makes sorry, but my very favorite of the new stuff is always going to be Pinky and the Brain. In fact, I have a stuffed Pinky on my couch. He's there with with two other characters: the Frost Miser from Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Pinky from Pinky and the Brain, Narf, and then the Bumble from Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, because Bumbles bounce. Yes. Sorry, definitely my silliness comes out there. Sorry. Let's take that down and actually pretend like we're working today. Should we pretend like we're working? Let us try. Okay, let's put Game Maker up. So what we were doing yesterday was we were just taking a step back and then trying to come up with some better alters for our things. I know that this is a distraction from going forward, but I every now and then you have to do that in game making, is you have to stop and go, okay, well, let's do some creative stuff. So much for adult humor. They had a lot of adult humor in Animaniacs and Pinky and the Brain. It's funny because people always go, Brain was a genius. I go, no, he wasn't. Pinky was the genius. Brain was insane. The Animaniacs, they took a lot of shots at their, we're Pinky and the Brain, Pinky and the Brain. One is a genius, the other's insane. They're laboratory mice, their genes have been spiced. They're Pinky and the Brain, brain. Narf. Yep. By the dawning of the sun, they'll take over the world. Yep. I know a bit about them. Yeah, heard of them. Zoot. Oh, yeah, so funny. Let's go ahead and start Photoshop up here. But if you really want to mess your mind up, look at the Sid and Marty Krofft stuff. That stuff will get your attention. Without a doubt, it will get your attention. Because I honestly, to this day, believe that they just sat around and did acid and came up with TV shows. My favorite, and I don't know if you've ever seen this, was one called Lidsville. And it had Butch Patrick in it, who was the kid that played Eddie Munster on the Munsters. And it was basically he falls into a magic hat of a magician at a carnival show and falls into Lidsville, where all the characters in Lidsville are hats. And when I say they're hats, they are hats. And it's absolutely hilarious because all the hats are stereotypical of that hat. But I just like, I used to watch that in just amazement going, how do you get a job making this stuff? That's what I want to do. I want to make silly things like this. How? There's no way. There's no way that's been 20 minutes. Go find fingerprints. I found principles. No, fingerprints. I don't think so. Only understood this much later in life, yes. I found prints. No fingerprints. No fingerprints. Ah, Prince. He was tiny, but he was mighty. I actually like Purple Rain. I thought it was well done. Okay, let's see if we can... let's see. We have 2 minutes before that, so let's do this. Let me see if I can get Photoshop on the screens. Not Firefox. We want Photoshops. Okay, looks like that's working. Everything's set right. So here is our Odin in Photoshop. Tex Avery was pretty out there. He made Daffy Screwy Squirrel. Oh, that was pretty good, yeah. It was a big game back then. You could have done without Bat Dance. You really sure you can't do without that? It led to John Travolta doing it in that movie. All hail thy All-Father. Okay, go ahead. Hail to me. I'm not sure what to do when I'm being hailed, but okay. All right. Hail, hail, the gang's all here. Let's see if we can load up some of our other things that we came up with yesterday. Let's go to our reference libraries, and we'll throw those guys all in, or try to, depending on how much time we have. The laboratory mice, their genes have been spiced. They're pinky in the brain. Okay, let's bring Freya in, or Frey in. Open with Photoshop. Okay, there's Frey. Let me turn off all my stuff there. We also want to drop it down to gray only. Discard the colors. Yeah. Yay. Yeah, I think he'll hold together nicely. Let's see what happens. I think I might do that because one of the things that we did last time was I think that the drop shadow, when we did the drop shadow for it, it also came out through the bottom and looked weird. Okay, we want to crop it. And then I believe we went 92. What are his dimensions again? It was 92 by something. Canvas size is 96. 56 by 96 is what his size is. So let's make this one 56 by 96. I'm gonna pull this in a little bit more first. Trying to get as much of left to right as we can. It'll probably make him a little bit fatter, but that's okay. Image crop, and then image size 56. Okay, kill that and make that 96. 5696. Okay, that's good. That now gives us Frey, and we can take that and save it off as a PNG. Yep, 5696, blah, 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 with transparency, yes. And we're going to go Frey ready. Frey, oh, Frey ready. Frey is ready. Okay. Oh, God. My fingernail keeps hitting cap locks. Okay, PNG is good. Now we can come back to our game. Drop Frey in. Let's see, where's our... Yeah, it's really good. Bass singers, TikTok version. Okay. It's been... I had them for months. Voice the colors. Okay, so when we're doing this, I have a tendency to get distracted with what I'm doing. So be sure that if you're trying to talk to me, to put the @YourJoy at the beginning of your sentence if you're talking to me, so that I know, because I will not even see or know that I'll think that you're talking to somebody else. We need sprites. Sprites are what we're looking for. We're trying to create a new sprite. Create. Actually, no, we don't have to create a new one, do we? Let's go. Oh, wait, maybe we do, because we did, I don't think we did individual statues for everybody. No, we just did a female, male. We didn't do we didn't actually name them out. So now we have to do it from the beginning. We do have to remove Steve the Ghost from that area too. Maybe we'll put him back where he died. He's still finding his way. Greatest sprite. We could say S Freya or S Frey. It's not Freya, this is Frey. And then import the image, and our image was called, let's go back here, assets, reference, went Frey ready, that is Frey ready. Come on in, move his bottom down here. That's good enough. Okay, so that's Frey ready. We need to make our object, our Frey object. I kind of understand why they do it this way, but by the same token, let's do this real quick. Create a, we need another directory. Create a group. Okay. We'll just call them we'll call this group the gods. Let's put all of these things in there real quick. What else do we have? Odin. Odin the Gray. We're about to make Frey. I don't think we have. We'll take the statue. That was another one that we had in there. Because searching for stuff sucks. Just saying. Okay, that is all. That's all the statues. Okay, now we can create a new object. Come on. Is it coming up and I'm not seeing it? Try this again. Create. Okay. Object. And we want to call this Object Frey. We want its parents to be the correct parents. He must have the correct parentage. He is an entity. Frey entity. That is correct. We need to get his sprite. One sprite. Townspeople. We need the... Oh, I forgot to put... I'll have to go and make the sprite ones too. So there's S Frey. We should be all good. We also didn't put the shadow on it, but that's okay. We're going to replace them anyway, so I'm not going to be that picky. Come back over here, go to our instance. We grab Frey. He's a big boy. Put him there for a minute, because I believe this one's Frey. Yes, it is. Okay. All right, we'll put Frey back here. We'll shrink him down a bit. Hit shift so that we keep his aspect ratio. That should be a good size. Yeah, that works. Okay, let's go to old Frey. I probably should have grabbed this before. We'll grab that. Copy this. Go to new Frey. And open these two. Go to new text box. Gotta be accurate or it will not work. New text box. Okay, good. Oh wait, we need to. There it is. There it is. Okay, yeah, the shadow's on, so that's fine. It was part of the parentage. Okay, so this Frey can go bye-bye, goodbye. And new Frey can go in its place. Let's go one more down, I think. Yeah, that's about right. Cool. So now we have Frey. Master Spiral. So I have a weird path when it comes to POTC. First I hear the song, then I think Captain Jack Sparrow, then I think The Lonely Island and the Captain Jack Sparrow song, and now I'm human. It's laugh out loud. When you say the Captain Jack Sparrow song, do you mean the one that is Michael Bolton as the comic one? Oh, I'm just randomly blurting stuff out. No worries. There is, yep. Okay, so you are talking about the Michael Bolton one. Okay. I think that was a Saturday Night Live sketch if I remember correctly, but that was pretty funny. It did make me laugh. Okay, so yeah, that looks quite a bit better, except for I forgot to put his name on there, didn't I? So that's okay, because that's an easy fix. We can always go back to Photoshop and put his name on there. So I forgot to put Frey on it. So let's zoom in here. Let's grab our text from Odin here. I probably should have just put Frey in here and made it a separate group. In fact, maybe I'll do that. Because then I can do the, let's do this first. Let's make this group, new group, and we'll call it Odin. That we have all of them in one place, and that just makes sense. So we got that group. Let's see if everybody closes. No, it doesn't. Nothing's in it. So we'll put everybody in there. Okay, and then Odin himself. All right, so now we can have a closed Odin and make a new group. I think it's down here. Create a new group. Yep, we'll call that Frey. So we forgot to do all the things for Frey anyway, so we'll do that. We can turn Odin off. Grab Frey, a copy, bring him back here. He fits perfectly, which is, I love when things come together. He gets to go in his own little thing. And then what we can do is we can copy both that and this to a copy, go into Frey and put it in there. And it didn't go in there, but that's okay. We can still pick it up and put it in there. And we can take Odin's name, like so. Bring it down here and just type Frey instead. There you go. Frey. And then now we just have now we have a master controller one where we have them all in one place and we can make changes to things that we need to make. without it being a problem. We got Odin, Frey. Yeah, that works. We can adjust, I think we need to adjust the brightness contrast on Frey a little bit more. Contrast does not seem to do much, but that's okay. We'll make it a little bit darker here. Freya. Okay. So that gives us, like I said, is if we do it this way, then we can have all of our statues in one place, so that when we do start getting our final art, we can plug them in here and we'll know that they're all the right size, all that stuff. Yeah. Yeah, this is the tale of Captain Jack Sparrow. Yes, it's very funny. Very funny. Okay, so now Frey, let's export him as a PNG. Yeah, because we're going to have to come back and make broken versions too. So, but we're not going to do that until we have all the everything, the final art. Because what we can do is just use the rock stuff to say bring the rocks back, and then those rocks can stand in for that. So let's save this. And now we should be able to go back to our game and go back to, oh, actually I have to go on the game, not on the thing. So if we go back here, we go back to our work. It's this one. Go to Frey, down here to Frey. And oh, this is the S. So yeah, this is what we want to do. We re-import his Frey ready. Ah, that's funny. Looking at the image, you'll see what I did. It's absolutely hilarious. I forgot to turn Odin off when I saved the PNG. That is hilarious. That's why you do silly things. Yes. Let's save the PNG again without Odin this time. That's funny. But that's what you do. You trial and error. Idiots and heroes. All the same people all the time. Okay. So now we go back to the game and I reload. Ready? Frey ready. And he is actually ready. There you go. Now we can go back to our things, and there he is with Frey on him. So now we know at a glance who it is, and it works out. Although it looks like he does need to be moved over a little bit to the right, because we're cutting off some of the bricks on the far side. Hopefully it doesn't. Oh, it's because it's a, oh. Yeah. All right, well, let's move him over anyway. It's not going to hurt anything. Let's go Frey, 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 Frey. Move it on over, because he's moving on over. That's about all we can do. So, okay, well, we're good. We know who he is. That's all that matters. Save the PSD, and then go to our next hero. Let's see what we got else. I think we have Freya still. Then I will open, let me make sure that I have this window open. I do not. Okay. So let's go with Freya, who has the big wings, and we have to get rid of the moon, because the moon is not something that would be in a statue. Let's do this first. Let's, oh, I need to turn this off. Fix that. Get that and delete that. Woohoo! Get rid of all that crap. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just kind of getting the little rough edges off. Okay. She is now good enough. We need to clean this up down here. Actually, I actually like that rock. So what we can do is we'll go ahead and cut that rock off and move it over to the other side as well. Because it looked like it didn't grab the rock on the other side. Copy V. Come with me, rock. Come on. You're coming over here. Okay, now we're going to do a T. And up here, we're going to go, all this for the width is going to be a minus 100. And there we go. Instant rock. Just kind of tuck it under there. It doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be so small anyway. But, yeah, so it has to line up kind of with that. Yeah, that's good enough. Go back to Freya's thing and clean up behind it because I don't like this little thing sticking up here, so we're all good. Okay. Now merge. Okay. I think that fixed that. Yeah, that works. Okay, turn her gray. Sorry, lady, you're gonna be gray. Yes, discard all color. Alrighty. We're gonna now trim her up. So we can get as much as her as possible into the actual frame. Okay, yeah, we missed the wings. Good. That should be good. Crop. Add a crop. Image crop, sorry. And then 5696 is the size. $56.96. Okay. Grab her, copy her, bring her back to, yeah, not here, yeah, this one. Make a new layer. And we're going to put her in that layer. Yeah. Just a pretty good, yeah, the sizes are actually working out quite well. Yeah, so we'll now make her into a new group. And call it Freya. Throw her in there. Okay. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, I'm an idiot sometimes, but that's okay. I also play one on TV. Turn that off. Freya, open up Frey. Let's grab these two things and then copy them into Freya. It's okay, we'll put it down here. That puts it in with her. We will turn these other things off. Yeah, that brightness contrast doesn't work for her at all. But that is okay, we will fix that. So rename that Freya. Actually, we'll just do it in it, so. Oh, that's weird. Where do I do that? Well, let's fix her real quick. Yeah, that's pretty good. Keep that. Kind of looks right. Grab the text again, copy and put it up here. I think that it needs to be above this though. So I think the color is screwing it up. But that's okay, we'll lower that. Bring our text file in, text editor in. Make it Freya. Good enough. Okay. And then rinse and repeat it again. Okay, that is closed. That is closed. She kind of does lose her scepter a little bit, but that's okay because it's just temp art. Close Frey. Yep. Export as a PNG. Export and then go to Freya ready. Freya 01 ready. Sometimes it's the silly mundane things you have to do every day. Did you draw that? No, we yesterday, if you were with us yesterday, we were actually using an AI to make our temp art. The link is actually in our Discord of what I'm using. How would you break them apart? Well, in the case of this, like we would probably pull a wing off, or we would obviously pull her head off, things like that. It's just things that are kind of identifiable. But because this is only temporary stuff that we're using, it's AI generated stuff that we're just using as temp. I wouldn't go through the trouble of breaking it all up. What we'll do is we'll take our rocks and use the rocks as temporary pieces that our guy will just bring back and put in front of the altars. And that'll probably be the best way to do it. But I think everyone's going to be a little bit different, because it may be like, even for Freya here, is they took her scepter, or they stole a part of her, or they, there's a million things we can do with each one of them. Did you draw that? No, I did not. Either way, it looks awesome. And that's why I'm changing it, because we had some really bad ones, but we're just dropping them in. So like, here's our Odin that we put in, here's our Frey that we put in. Now we'll put Freya in, because that's what you do. Oh wow. Okay, now it's working. All right. So I think this one was Freya, if I remember correctly. Oh wait, no, this one is not Freya. This is someone else. This is Tyre. I think Freya was actually over here. Be one of the girl ones. So yeah, this one's Freya. So this is the one we're replacing right now. Obviously, they look a little bit better. Let me move our character out of the way. Or that character out of the way, not ours. And we were going to remove him too, so let's take him out. He is no longer on this screen anymore, so we will put Freya in. Okay. I have pictures of the statue of Odin, Thor, and Loki from the Swedish National History Museum. Wow. That I can share on the Discord if you want. Sure. Wow, that's very cool. I wish I could have got over there and seen that. I did go to quite a few museums in the UK. What were we doing? Oh yeah, but Freya in. Let's go back to here. We need to, let's close some of these. Don't need all these open. Hi, dude. Okay, anything up here? Yep. Gonna close Odin. Close some controllers just so they're out of the way. The work area can get quite crowded if you don't pull them apart sometimes. Okay, so we need to go down to sprites, build a new sprite inside of our, we need to do our sprite directory. Create a group, and we'll say the gods. Yeah, so that's where we'll put all of our gods. Let's grab the ones we already have. We have Frey. This is just organizational stuff. It may not seem like, it may seem trivial right now. However, when you start getting like massive amounts of stuff like this, it gets out of control fast, and finding stuff gets harder and harder. So it's always a good idea to group your stuff. And then we'll put Freya in here. So we'll create a new sprite. Ah, that's a script. I always do that. I don't know why I do that, but that always happens. Okay, delete. Delete the script. Yes. Because we wanted a sprite. We wanted to create a sprite. Script, not script. Sprite. Yes, sprite. And this will be S Freya. And then we'll grab our image for Freya. Where are you at, Freya? Freya 01 ready. I think that one actually turned out pretty good. Let's put her down here. That's good enough. So we're all good. Good. Our sprite is built. So we can close that. Then we go up to our objects. We create a Freya object. Anyway, what's going on? Frey. Oh, that's because we have our old statues. They're still in the thing. So we need to create a new object. And this will be Freya. Oh, Freya, you're so fine. You're so fine. You blow my mind. Hey, Freya. Hey, Freya. Oops. P entity is what we're after. Yep, we're all good. Okay, now we need to grab our sprite. We want S Freya. It would be in the gods. Oops, that's not S Freya. Odin, always trying to just be everywhere. Okay, so we got that all good. Now we can go back to our map. And I believe this was Freya here. Yes, this is Freya here. So we take our new Freya. Go Freya. And make her a little bit smaller. I just want it a little bit big because it makes it easier to shrink them down. I just cannot see her blue box. Hit shift so we keep our aspect ratio the same. Don't want her bigger than her brother, so let's come up here and put her next to her brother so we can use it for sizing, although I could probably just look up the size. In fact, I can. Let's look up the numbers. So he's 40% of, yeah. So if we make her 40%, she'll be fine. 0.40. Yep. And then this one. Oh, wow. Didn't realize that didn't work. 0.40. Okay. There. Now Freya is good. Bring her back over here to put her in her spot. I don't know. Those are just pretty. Yeah, I think they're pretty cool looking. I mean, they're going to be kind of chunky in the game because they're not pixelated correctly, but yeah. What we might be able to do is, to prevent that, is use a better programmer for sizing and go from there. Freya, okay. New text box. Alrighty then. Okay. So that should be good. We can now remove this one and put Freya in its spot. And one thing we haven't done is we haven't done a build to test these, so we should probably test them just to make sure that we're still doing them correctly. Let's do a save. And a build. Okay, builds right there. And they're not squatting either. Well, we tried to get away from the squatting ones from the AI yesterday because the AI kept making them look like they were taking a dump. But I think we got a couple that will work, and we'll go back and get the ones that aren't right yet as we go through them. And we do have a couple versions of them. It's just right now I'm just using the first ones that are coming up. So let's see if we can turn that off, and then okay. Come to me, Toby. Come to me. Wait for it to come up on your screen. There it is. Okay, so here's our build. Let's go to see what they're up to. Yeah, so they're a bit of a mess, but we'll fix that later. So we do have Frey. You can at least tell who they are and all that. So Freya. And I do have that bug I still have to fix where everything's all jittery. But like I said, temp stuff. Yep. And they're not squatty. Yeah, we found some good ones. Well, we just kept hitting generate until better ones came up. You know, we could probably fix this by making the screen bigger as well, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to. No. I'm not going to do that. I don't think this screen will get bigger. No, it does not. We need to center Odin there. He's not exactly centered. But his drop shadow does work. But now, because we have them in the PSD file, so if I go back to the PSD file, since we have them here, we can still do a lot of playing with them and do different things with them. But when we get our final art, we can just drop it in here and we have all this stuff already built. So we know it'll be the right size. We know it'll take up the same kind of space. You know, we can just go in there and draw them, you know, and clean all this stuff up, you know, because all I did was a basic Photoshop resize. We could go in and use something like, God, there's so many different programs now for resizing stuff that actually does a really good job, you know. But Topaz, I think, is one, if I remember correctly. Have pictures of the statue. Okay, so I saw that. Okay. Where are we at down here? Okay, we're good there. Yeah, so let's grab our next one. Let's see who else we have in our collection. Let's open. Okay, so we have Frey. We did Frey. We have Freya. Freya's ready. Oh, we have Frigg. I think the Frigg one, I actually like this one. Yeah, we'll pull that one up. Yeah, for Frigg, I like this one. Not a whole lot to change on it, but actually looks pretty good. Let's do our trim. Give this one a little bit more space because it's very thin and I don't want it to come out like overstretched. Go. Oh, actually we wanted to go from the bottom. Make sure that we get here. That's about right. Image crop. Oh, take all of our color out of it. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then resizing. Okay, turn select off. Okay, image, resize image. It'd be 5696. This is what we're going for. Copy that. Move back to Odin's little thing. Turn Freya off. Drop her in there. Yeah, good. Yeah. Make a new group. Call it Frigg. Let's grab our text in this and say copy and drop it in there. And then take Frigg and drop her. Oh, wait, no, I didn't put it in there. Okay, let's try this again. Grab that, put it in the box. Got it. Now put her in the box. Got it. And now we can turn everybody else off. And it should be everybody else off. And she is in there. Yes, she is in the directory. That's always a tricky part. Grab our text file. Power it down. Here. Let's center it on her. And it's Frigg, double G. And then her contrast is still a little bit too dark, so let's lighten her up just a bit. I think that's good. Let's look at her compared to Rhea. Maybe not. Maybe she needs a little bit more of that's closer. Good enough. Like I said, we're going through these pretty quick, so it's not like they're finals or anything. I put the link on Discord and tagged you. Okay, thank you very much. That's awesome. One thing I did notice, she is off center, so we're gonna center her up. Let's grab her text and her. Let's just grab everything in there, and then move it a little bit to the right. Oh, I forgot to put it in move mode. Let's see. Okay, that's better. At least she's centered now. Move her down one, maybe. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so now we have Frigg. We'll say Frigg ready, save, export. And then export again and say Frigg ready. Where are you at, Frigg? There you are. Frigg 2 underscore ready. Alrighty then. Close that. Go back to our games. Oh, that's not our game. Too many windows open. No, I think Frigg is up here if I remember correctly. Yep, that's Frigg. Yeah, so we'll have to draw good shadows for them and stuff like that. But yeah, well, it's actually all kind of working. Back to sprites. Your new sprite. Ah, cap lock again. As Frigg, that's good, that's up there. Pull her image. S Frigg should be right there. Okay. Put our center down here. Yeah, so a lot of this stuff is, you know, rinse and repeat. Thank you very much. I need no name, by the way. I just realized I probably didn't say thank you, but thank you. Take a look at it. Make a new object. Be Frigg. Let's see, our parent would be objects, entities, and then P entity. Okay. And then we need to give her sprite. Frigg. Hot friggity. Then we go back to our thing. And then back to here. Make sure we're on the instance. Grab frig. Okay. Make her, I believe it was a 40%. So 0.4, 0.4. Just for consistency's sake, we'll just make all of them 0.4. Woohoo! She goes over here. Need to grab her code. Okay, yeah, I spelled it right. Good. Okay, now we just grab the other one and move it out of the way. Goodbye. Frig there. Oh. Now we notice that Odin is off, so he needs to be like there. Yeah, he's on. What grid is he on? 8 by 8. We need a 16 by 16. So he. Oh wait, no, he doesn't need to be an 8 by 8 because we want to set him between these two. Let's take the grid off and place him. I want it to be centered on this, so come up that line. Yep. But then right down. Is that correct? Up a little bit. Back down. One ball. Okay. I should put him right. Yeah, that puts him pretty close to right on the line, so that's fine. Now when we look at him, we'll be centered. Okay, you've more than welcome. I finally have another use for them. Cool. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 of the gods in. We got 5 more to do. We will do, let's see. I don't know if I don't think we got all of them, but I think we do have at least one more that we did get yesterday. And then we have a, yeah, I think we have one more that we got yesterday. But the good part is we're building this PSD file. It's the good part because that gives us our model for the finals when we finally start drawing stuff out. So we can actually close all these, save them. That way we keep the originals without disrupting them. Let's open up, see what the other ones we have. Okay, Freya we did, Frey we did, Frigg we did. Who else is on here? Loki. Yeah, we can do Loki. How many Lokis do we have? We have 2 Lokis. Let's see if we'll open them both and look at them and see which one is better. I didn't do that with the others. I probably should have. There's that one. And this one. Let me take the extra stuff off. Looks rather purple there, but it's going to be black and white, so it doesn't much matter. Yeah, with the size, I think this one's the better one to use. That's me. And it doesn't look like it needs any cleanup. You're more than okay, I've got that. Ads are coming up, so let's cut Loki out, make this a little bit smaller so it's easier to deal with. That's about right. Image crop. Wait, no, I just did it again. We want to make sure that we're on the edge of the bottom here. That's weird. There's a delivery truck in front of my house, but I have no deliveries today. Don't do it, it's a trap. grayscale. Discard all color information. Yeah, that doesn't look too bad. Oh, actually, we forgot to resize it, didn't we? Okay. 56. 96 is what we were going with. And the delivery truck is driven away. Okay, that's Loki. So make a new directory for Loki. Control copy. Put Loki up there. See if it closes with him in it. It does not, so we need to make sure he's in there. Turn Frigg off. Okay, let's put Loki under here. Good. Okay, we found that everybody else was a little too bright, so yeah, that'll work. That'll be fine. It's weird because the drop shadow isn't really working. Oh, because it's only on the text. That's why we didn't put drop shadow. Where is Odin's drop shadow? Let's take a look at it. Let's see what happens if we do that. Well, we won't worry about it. It doesn't matter. Odin's the only one that casts a shadow. We can myth that, so it's all good. Okay, so that's Loki. Let's grab him and move him a little bit lower.
Thanks.
Thank you. We also haven't saved this, so we should probably save it real quick. And then export. And we want it to be Loki 2 ready. And while we're here, let's look to see if we have another one. I don't know if we have another one. Oh yeah, we have tire here. Yeah, so we can do that one real quick too. While we're here, save Loki. Open up down here. These, oh, we have 3 of them. Oops. Let's see which one works. Okay, that one. That one. This one looks like his right leg is much longer than his left leg. Because if he was standing on a rock, I could see the bent leg like that, but it looks like he's standing like on a short leg on the left side. Oh, because there's no benditure of the knee right here. But if he was doing that, then he'd be squatting like the other ones we were seeing. Let's look at this one's not. This one's more demon looking, but yeah, he's a tough guy. Let's turn the extras off. Oh yeah, and then the last one for him was this one. Oops. Of the 3, I like this one best, but there's some cleanup that needs to be done on it. Let me take all this brown off of here. Let's clean that up real quick. Like I said, I mean, a lot of times you're touching up a lot of stuff. It's just the way it is. Let's do this. Hopefully that'll be good enough. Make that a little bigger. It's okay because it's going to be small enough anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, cool. Anything else? No, because he has a cape. He has a cape on this side too. So it looks like we have a hole there. So we'll fix that real quick. Good enough. Oops. Let's just use a pencil. Okay. No one's going to see that small anyway, but I'll know it's there. Yeah, good enough. I'm not being 100% exact on this stuff because I know these are all throwaway images, so but it's what it is. Size 5696. Oops. Ah. Oh well, I forgot to take the color out of it, but it shouldn't be that much of a problem doing it at this stage either, but discard all color. Thank you. TYR. Oops. Drop him. Grab these. And duplicate. And drop it in there. Make sure it closes with them in it. Yep. Put him in there. Oh, good. Turn Loki off since he's in the background causing trouble. Oh, that should be fine, actually. I'm not going to mess with it. Close enough. There you go. No matter where you go, there you are. Forgot to move him down altogether. That should be good. Export as. Come down here to tray. That would be this one. And then we can do a. Okay, then that's all of the ones we picked up yesterday. So let's get those two put into the game. Let's save this so we can actually close this right now. Close this. We don't need to save any of the other things we did. We're all good. And then we need to put tray. We need to build two more. And then that will be the statues. So, okay, sprites first. Create this sprite. Import. And let's see, we have Frigg, blah, blah, blah. Odin, we already did. Coming down the line here. Odin. I could have sworn we just did two, didn't we? Yeah, we did. We did Tyr. Oh. Thor. Did we do Thor? No, we missed Thor. Okay, well. Let's grab that. There for now. Sprite is done. Compare gods. Let's say create object. Okay, polar sprite. It is so tiny. Oh, I'm also in the wrong directory. I have to be in the gods. Where he is. Give it all of its inheritances. He is all set. Need to build another one. We need another sprite. I know we did another one, but what was it? Loki. Yeah, Loki was the other one we did. So we still, Thor is pretty much the only one from yesterday we haven't taken care of yet. So there's Loki. That's about right. That's Loki. Yeah. I was like, I'm pretty sure we didn't do Loki's yet. We need to do an objects. That would be, oh Loki. Oh Loki, what have you done? Inheritances from entities. Okay, so let's go dump them in the world. Okay, this one I believe was Loki. No, that's Thor. Keep forgetting Thor. Don't tell him. Just kidding. Just kidding. There's Tyr. Go to our objects, make sure we're on instance. Tyr. Make his scale correct. Which is 40% of size. Okay. Okay, that is all happy. Goodbye. Let's turn our grid back on. Yeah, that's good. I believe the other one we have is... No, that one's Loki. So we already put Loki in here, didn't we? No. Okay, we actually do need Loki because we do have him. Shop him in here and do his 40%. And then do his variables. Yeah, we had a problem yesterday when we were putting things together, Devil King, where it literally felt like a lot of it was coming out very Oriental style, like old samurai style. That's why that's why we made so many iterations, is because it's like, come on. Because one thing I've learned about the generators is it either gets it close to right or it gets it 75% right. And you just have to kind of deal with what you get in between. Okay, drop him. Throw Loki in the spot. Okay, that should be the right line. Yes, that's the right line. Okay. So we're missing Hamdell and Thor. What time is it? Oh shit, and we're late. Okay, so we've got all those guys in today. We'll do the rest tomorrow. Let me close this. We'll go and pull the build up real quick. Also save since we haven't saved. Let's do our build, see what we get. Hopefully all the toys will play nicely together. Okay, now we have gameplay. We've closed this, so we can close that. The gameplay should come up momentarily. Boom, there it is. Let's just see. Yeah, so they look like crap, but that's okay because we have they're all correctly named and look different now as opposed to all that, and we can kind of see on there, mostly in the thing, that they are named correctly and that it's going to be easy to work with them. So, and then Odin. Okay, so we'll get the other three tomorrow. But yeah, cool. And then we'll start setting up other things for them. The hammer was coming out. Yeah, the hammer was coming out weird. In fact, there's some drawing that we're going to do on that because we're going to shorten the handle for the hammer for the artwork that we had yesterday. So Thor was having a bit of a problem. But we'll, you know, like I said, it's mock-up stuff, so we can pretty much do whatever we want with it, in all honesty. But we will get Thor in there, because we did also come up with a Thor that we could edit, and then a different background with him that actually already has Thor written on it. So we'll take a look at it. We'll take a look at it tomorrow. Let's just get on with getting on. Why do they look like they're moving? Oh, that's because there's a bug in my code of the way I'm doing something, and I know there's a fix in Sarah's tutorial. I just didn't see that particular bug at the time it showed up in the tutorial that she was doing. It came later, so I need to go back and look as to why that bug is there. Okay, so there is a fix to it, because I know that she had talked about it in the tutorial and showed the fix for it, but I wasn't getting it, so I didn't do the fix. So it's all good. It's all good. Alrighty then. Let us get, where's my list? Okay, there's my list. Okay. I'm gonna go from there to here. And then we're going to make a, let's see, let's close all this stuff up. Go back to our logos. Oops, why did their logo go off? Logo should not have turned off. We need to close these guys. Okay, nope, not that. Wow. Yes, it's that kind of afternoon, morning. Wow, I'm losing it. Can't lose what you never had. Okay. We're going to end our game dev section today and move on to our next item at hand.